Dear accelerated baby, it's Christmas Eve and you have arrived into the world as a welcome but unexpected Christmas present. At £3 7 ounces, you were not meant to be here until the end of February, early March, and you've given your mum and dad a real fright. Your nan has rushed home to make roast turkey rolls for the other new mums and dads because it's never nice being in hospital at Christmas time, and she does love to feed people in a crisis. Your Uncle John has freaked out. He's in the baby intensive care unit, and one of the other accelerated babies just stopped breathing. The nurse ran in and competently and deftly tapped the side of the incubator, and the baby came back to life. You do have some problems, and I would like to be the one to tell you all about them. So try and relax, focus on breathing, and let the doctors look after you and listen to me. You had a bilateral brain hemorrhage when you were born, and the doctors are going to tell your mum and dad that you probably have some brain damage. You also have another permanent issue, and I'd like to tell you all about it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but I don't want to scare you either. You have two rare conditions, microphthalmia and optic nerve coloboma. They sound scary, but in a nutshell, it means that you have a small eye, and it doesn't work very well, and it has a hole in its structure. The doctors are going to give your parents a leaflet when you leave the hospital in 2 months' time. It's going to be entitled Coping with a Blind Baby. This is going to make your parents very upset and angry because your mum knows that you can see, because your big eye follows her around the room. It's going to cause some concern to your mum and dad because they'll be worried about the brain damage and they're worried that you're going to be blind. Also, your small eye is permanently fixed towards your nose. It doesn't move, and it makes people stare at you. One day, a lady is going to come and look at you in your pram, and your mum is going to say, "What are you looking at?" It turns out that the lady was simply admiring you in your lovely outfit and new hat. You're not going to hit many milestones in your first couple of years. In fact, the only one you hit is eating, particularly chocolate pudding. You cannot sit up unassisted at the age of 9 months. You have no hair on your head when you're 1. You're late to the crawling party, and they're worried that you're not going to walk. But don't worry, because give you some time and things will develop. Indeed, things start to perk up when you're 3. You will have an operation. It will be pioneering, and it will move your small eye and mean that it's no longer permanently fixed to your nose, making you look a lot less confused. You'll get lots of fuss and a Dr. Barbie too. You'll start to read and write at the age of 4. In fact, you'll start to learn the piano at 6 and read music at your request. You will have lots of tests on your eyes and brain growing up. But don't worry, you'll quite enjoy them. Because it turns out you're pretty clever, just like your parents. You'll particularly enjoy all of the puzzles where you have to complete the mazes by drawing with both hands. And you'll like working on the computer, watching the flashing dots on the screen while listening to the beeps in the headphones. You will not enjoy the doctors shining lights in your eyes, and you will not enjoy them telling your parents that you have no sight at all in your small eye, because you know that you do. It's just that the sight that you have cannot be described properly when you're 5. It's like blurry colour, but it's sight that cannot see the number of fingers that the doctor is continuously waggling in front of your face. You'll continue to do well at school, and you'll give sport a good try, although you'll be the sort of child that wins the effort prize, not the natural achievement one. you'll be a pretty decent hockey player, finding it easier to hit the ball on the right-hand side, but you'll give tennis a good try too, even though being left-handed means that your forehand is a bit hit and miss. But that's okay, because you learn to develop a very good backhand, nicknamed Bertha. You will defy the odds, dear accelerated baby, and pass a very difficult exam when you're 11 years old to attend a highly selective and academic school. You will distinctly remember your teachers telling your parents not to enter you into the exam because they are concerned about your disappointment when you fail. You will remember wanting to prove them wrong, just like the doctors. You will continue to do well at school, but you will not like people looking at you, particularly strangers. But you will enjoy performing, though. But you would rather sit in front of a piano, accompany someone else, or act in a play, but usually as the crazy old person or mimicking someone, preferably a teacher. When you are 18, you will defy the odds again, and you will become the first member of your entire family to attend university. You will have developed a passion for the arts, and you will study classics, a subject that you love. When you're thinking about graduating and your other friends are doing fun stuff, you'll be online doing research. You'll love research, especially at the computer, which will earn you a nickname, the Oracle, by your peers 10 years later, and the less flattering Weasel by your husband. You will be researching things called internships at companies called investment banks and the Big Four. You will not know what these things are at the beginning of your research, but you will know at the end. You will successfully gain an internship at the age of 19 at an investment bank, and you will love it. You will work in the city for 10 weeks in a busy, competitive, and high-paced environment. You will be offered a job at the end of that internship, but you will instead take the more difficult option of training to be a chartered accountant at a Big Four firm. You will not be a natural. Indeed, this will be one of the hardest things that you will ever have to do, because you will have to learn to use a calculator all over again, given that you won't touch one from the age of 16. While your other friends are achieving the prizes, you are trying to do the best you can just to get by. Indeed, you never sit an exam and end up anywhere beyond the bottom quartile of the class. And on your last exam, the day that after you meet your husband on your first date, you will get the pass mark. It doesn't matter, dear accelerated baby, because you possess a quiet determination that no one else can quite understand. But you will know, because you will know from the moment you can first remember how lucky you are to simply exist. You will know how fortunate you are to be, so much so that you will strive to be the best version of yourself that you can be every single day, not for you, but for your family, who have been through so much for you and with you. You will eventually complete your training contract after much effort, and you will decide that accountancy isn't quite for you, because deep down you realise that despite the fact you're not that comfortable with people looking directly at your face, you really enjoy engaging with people. You will successfully negotiate a move from accounting to consulting, just at a time when the bank called Lehman Brothers goes into administration. I'm not going to go into more detail, dear accelerated baby, because you're new to this world and you don't need to know about these things quite yet. You will make manager within 9 months at the age of 25, and you will move to another Big Four firm where you will continue to work with inspirational people in amazing places. Your favourite trip will be to South Africa, where you will advise a large global organisation and get the opportunity to meet a 3-month-old white lion cub. You will make senior manager at the age of 27, the youngest in your team. And in that year, you will complete the Himalayan Action Challenge, leading a team of 6 women across the Himalayas in a competitive 11-day whitewater rafting, cycling and trekking expedition, raising £23,000 for the Prince's Trust. You will continue in your sporting endeavours and complete the London Marathon for Asthma UK, jump out of a plane even though you're completely petrified of flying, and complete a 10k race for Macmillan Cancer Support with your dad, holding hands every step of the way. You are not a natural athlete. You will fall over at every opportunity. Indeed, your local accident and emergency department will probably need to form a special queue just for you. If there is a hole, you will fall in. If there is hot liquid to spill down your leg, you will achieve it. If there is a bike to fall off, you'll do that too. Indeed, you'll join a cycling club despite the challenges of no depth perception and no ability to see on your left side, and you will learn to cycle in a tight group of 10 women, and you will complete the Kent to Paris bike ride on 2 wheels in 3 days. You will, at the age of 29, move to a large global banking organisation at director level. It will be scary, but you'll be up to the challenge because in the 8 years preceding, you will have packed a lot in. At the age of 30, you will win an award called the Women in the City Future Leaders Award, and it will change your life because it will enable you to start to speak about the topic that you feel truly passionate about. Diversity, in its truest sense of the word. Diversity of thought, of gender, of sexual orientation, of race, of age, of appearance. Because you will learn and you will watch a talk by Sheryl Sandberg, and you will learn that in order to progress and in order to succeed, you must have a seat at the table. But in order to succeed and sit at the table and be heard, you have to learn to be seen. And that is going to be scary for you. But you will watch a talk by Dr. Brené Brown, and she will teach you that you have to let the world see you for you. And that is scary, and that is vulnerable, but that is necessary. And that is the importance of being human. It is absolutely fundamental, not just to you, but to others. And you will continue to do this despite the nerves and despite the fact that you don't like looking, because you will feel compelled to do it, not just for you, but to inspire other people who may look or feel different to take their seat at the table too. And how do I know all of this, dear accelerated baby? Because I am you. Thank you.